Hey, welcome to Passion Unchained. I've talked a lot about dating stuff, helping you live a life you love, and specifically the love column of life. Life is about living, having a lot of health, wealth, love, and happiness. And today I'm going to talk about the happiness column. And this is something that happened recently, and it gave me a good lesson about how to be happy even if shit things happen. And be independent and to be able to maintain happiness and gratitude regardless of what's going on in my life. So a little bit of a story time, and hopefully the lesson that I've learned will help you out. So I'll just be reading the notes and also commenting on excitement, detachment, and letting go. In life, things don't go always as planned. It would be nice if everything we wanted happened exactly as we wanted. And if you zoom out in time, eventually it will. When we pick a goal, it happens. Perhaps with pitfalls and stops and starts along the way, but eventually, as long as we stick to it, what we want happens. When we zoom in, though, sometimes we have disappointments. I've wanted a laser cutter for a long time. So I ordered one on January 1st, and I was so excited to receive it. And it was shipped to be delivered on a Saturday. So Saturday came around, and I had my couch actually over there. And I sat on my couch, and I had my window open so I could see out the front door, really excited for it to come. And I waited, and I checked my email, and I waited, and I checked my email again, and I received a notification that said, "Delivery attempted." And I'm like, are you fucking serious? Are you fucking serious? I was looking at the front door the whole day, and it was pissing me off. It was really pissing me off. They did not try to deliver. It was scheduled to be attempted again that Monday, but fuck that shit. I decided I was not going to allow them to do the same fucking thing again. So I looked online and found a place where I could have it held at the UPS station for $6. And I swallowed my pride. I'm like, $6 is not much. Let me just do that. Paid $6, had it scheduled to be held at the station. And when they came around, got really excited, and I was finally going to get my laser cutter I've wanted for years. So I took the trek. It was about 20 miles all the way in North Austin to go to the station. And I went and I picked it up. They even brought it out in this huge pallet, and this guy helped me put it in the car because it's like a two-person job. And then I brought it home, and I asked the maintenance guy to help me out, bring it up the stairs and everything. And I opened it, and it was soaked with water, including inside the machine where there were exposed electronics. Plus, the laser tube, which is a $600+ component, was shattered into small pieces. I also later found out that several internal components inside were cracked and broken, both structural and electrical. So it wasn't just repair the $600 thing. It's not usable. If I'd plugged it into the wall, it could easily have blown up or started a fierce fire or shocked me to death. There were several electrical components that were cracked, broken, or just missing and detached. Like, I turned it upside down and a bunch of capacitors just fell out that looked like they were soldered. But because of some physical damage, they had become loose. It looked like someone along the shipping process dropped it from a large height and left it out in the rain. Like, not waist height, like it was already on a truck and it like fell out of the back of a truck or something. That's how badly it was damaged. And it was left out in the rain because it was soaked, the whole thing, inside and outside. So I started the claim with UPS and contacted the seller for a replacement. Took a week and a half of back and forth emails, but finally the seller has promised me a replacement. The customer support's in China, and they tend to read my emails and respond late in the night. So every back and forth takes a couple days. They'll send me something at around 4 a.m. I'll respond to it at about 8 or 9 a.m. And then they'll send me a response at about 4 a.m. or so. So it takes a while to actually agree to something. They've been pretty on board with everything. And I've been promised a replacement. That should ship out soon, but UPS has not given any updates on the claims process. I called them today, and they finally said they needed more info, which was info I had already given them. And I'm like, yo, I already uploaded these photos. You've never, I don't have any missed calls from you. And they're like, oh, I see you've uploaded the photos. Cool. Okay, cool. We'll make a decision today. Nothing yet. They haven't even made a decision today. And even if they do, apparently they refund the seller and they don't refund me. And so then I'd still have to talk to the people in China back and forth for a week to get my money back, which is fucked up. So in one word, this whole fiasco is a shit show. It was stressing me out, too, for the longest time. I was so excited to get something I've wanted for years. And when it came, it was worse than broken, and I was left with the bill without a resolution for a week and a half. Now I have a promised one replacement, which I'm sure that should work out. And if it doesn't, I can force a refund through my payment provider. But it took a lot within me to let go and relax. And the key here is that it was all out of my control. There were a couple things that were in my control and still are, which are, asking for a replacement, talking to UPS, and if the seller does not ship my replacement or get back to me about this in the next few days, I can file a chargeback and force a refund. So, everything in the end, I'm not going to be liable for this. But although a few things were in my control, the timeline was outside of my control. The decisions that the company made and UPS made are out of my control. And if I thought about it all constantly, I'd frustrate myself to death. It wouldn't help me get my replacement a refund faster to worry or think or scheme about it or think about it. Aside from what are my options, what's in my control, that's the only thing that's necessary for me to think about it. Otherwise, it's just going to be crazy on my mind and be frustrating the hell out of me and sucking my energy. What was in my control was to decide a couple of plans of actions and let go. In the long run, I will get my laser cutter. Even if this one doesn't work out, I'll buy another one at some point. And if this one does work out, then I'll have my laser cutter very soon. But what's under my control is already done. It's in my best interest to let go from the situation and let things play out, detaching from the outcome and allowing myself to enjoy life. In life, we come across situations like this a lot. We have to understand that in the long run, things are going to work out. But in the short run, it might look bleak. Our job is to do what we can and then let go. I'm really curious about a recent situation that you've had where you had to let go of the outcome for your own well-being. How did it resolve in the end? And I'm just curious. Let me know in the comments below. I'd like to know how you relate to this information and how this has come up in your life. And I know that letting go of the outcome for me and just accepting whatever happens has been a game changer for my health, wealth, and happiness. A lot less stress happens when I'm just like, you know what, I'm going to do what I can, but I'm going to let go after I've done what I can because it's not in my control. You can't control other people. You can't control the things around you. You can put a ton of effort to try and maybe succeed, but it's going to be it's going to take a toll on your stress, and that's not something I'm willing to do, especially since this is dragging on for a couple weeks now. So yeah, I hope this helped you out. If it did, give it a like, subscribe, share it with your friends, and I'm going to give you a few announcements. This is also available as a blog post, which I will be writing probably tomorrow. I'm a little bit behind this week. I'm sorry. This was supposed to go at 8 a.m. It's going out later in the day. But it's out, so, as long as it's out. And I'm really happy to be expanding my content. I'm going to still do dating things, but like I said in the beginning of the video, I'll have different little tags to tell you what this video is about. And if you want to be a part of it and spend your time watching it, then you can look at that and see what subjects you want to check out. I just booked another photo shoot yesterday. I'm really grateful for. I'm going to be helping this guy get more matches on his dating apps, and I have a couple other photo shoots coming up, and some people that just booked too. So if you want to get a photo shoot, click the link in the description below. I go ahead and help you out with your dating profiles and get you better photos, better matches, more dates, and so you could build a love life that you love. So I'm excited about that. I'm really happy to do that, and I also love doing creative things, so it's something I love to do. So if you want to do that, click the link in the description below. Schedule a free profile consultation with me. I'll go over your profile, go over what a photo shoot with me would look like, how that would improve your profile, etc., and then we can book it there if that's what you want. In the end, Passion Unchained is a company I built to help the world be a more passionate place. Help you live more passionately by giving you products and information that do that. Like the photo shoots help guys build a love life that they love. It helps girls because they have guys that are more attractive and that they like more. And also, this content helps you build a life you love because it helps you get the philosophy, mindset, and actionable changes that you can live in your life. It also helps me be more passionate because I get to do the things I love, like creative work, like photography, design. I have a logo design client right now. I do a lot of creative work, a lot of different types of creative work, and it's all ties into Passion Unchained because it helps people live happier lives, and it also helps me be more passionate as well. So just a bunch more passion for the world. I want to bring that as much as I can, which is why it's called Passion Unchained. Unchain yourself and live a life you love is what I like to say. So until next week, and go build a life you love, my friends.